Dad, are you crying?
Who is your daddy? Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I am your father.
Don't want to mess this up.
No, definitely not. Welcome back to Two Dads, One Sippy Cup, where we got two dads, two states, one packed. We're back, baby. How you doing? Cheers.
We're here. We're here, man. Cheers. What are you drinking? What is that?
I got red wine today. I braised a stew, so I used a little red wine in the stew. You don't like stew? You don't like stew?
So I don't like stew's fine. Stew is fine. I don't like soup. Soup's gross. Um,
Soup is
but I'm
dependent
just
for me,
not
man.
like into wine like at all.
What?
I just don't like wine, honestly.
Like you don't like drinking it?
Well, what else would I do with it?
Bro, I feel like I've seen you like drink a whole bottle of wine.
I'm not saying I don't. I haven't drank wine. And
You
if I
just
do, yeah, I need to drink the entire bottle or nothing happens.
gotcha.
But
If
it's
I
just it's
when I drink a
just
whole
not
bottle
for
of
me.
wine,
Like it's
I
like
get
hot.
wasted. Oh, you can't drink it in the hot. So here's the
No,
deal.
I get
Okay, let me explain. Let me explain the wine because it does make sense if you listen here. First off, first things first. Let's get this out of the way. Like, comment, subscribe below. Just let's while you're still listening. I know you're not gonna make it through the whole thing. Right down. Just click a little like, little comment, a little subscribe. But the reason I'm drinking wine, and
Wait,
if you
why do
agree,
you say that? Why
what?
do you say that? Hold on. Stop it. Why do you say you're not going to make it through the whole thing?
S-
Our
Um,
listeners, more specifically Julia will listen to this whole thing.
we'll see. I guess
Whoever
we'll have
you
to
are,
see.
Julia.
Um,
All
no, but
right, get back to your stupid wine talk.
so I feel like if you agree with this sentiment that I'm about to say, you have to like, comment, and subscribe. You have to comment and say, I agree, Vinny. I would have had stew that day too. Um, here's why. Today it was 45 degrees
What does
here.
this have to do with stew?
It was 45 degrees here today.
I'm talking about wine. I don't care
Listen to
about your
me.
stew.
Listen to me. It was 45 degrees, so I made stew for my wife on Mother's Day. We like beef stew. I make a pretty good one. So I made this beef stew, and it requires 2 cups of red wine. So I used the red wine in the stew, and because it's a nice cool day, the wine is like slightly chilled. It's the perfect meal. It really is.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. Oh, that was gross. Um. Anyway, here's why I don't like wine. It's like I can drink red wine. Like, let's backtrack. I'm a pretty simple person, right? Like, just give me a couple beers, I'm good to go. I don't need anything crazy. Like Michelob is fine. I'm drinking these sours right now. I'm a pretty simple person. I don't really drink liquor. If I do, it's like tequila, but that's like for a reason. It's not just for fun. It's not, the end goal is fun, but I'm not like sitting at home like sipping tequila.
Right, right,
It's
right,
like I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna drink tequila tonight. That hasn't happened in a while. That's like I'm at a wedding. I'm gonna take shots of tequila.
right.
Um, Wine. I like the occasional red wine. Like what is that? What is that? What is that wine that everybody drinks? That like blend shit. What is that?
The
What is that called?
blend, like a red blend. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Like, is there a specific brand you're talking
apothic.
about?
Apothic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Apothic. That's fine. Like that's fine. I've had like Josh. Like that's okay. But like I feel like people spend like crazy amount of money on like wine if they really like it, and to me it's just it doesn't matter. I'd rather just drink a bottle of beer.
True, I guess. I guess. But here's gonna be my defense. Can you just smoke any cigar, or does it have to be like a decent cigar? Because from my perspective is that every
So,
cigar tastes the same. But from your perspective, I'm sure you would disagree with me,
oh,
right?
well, hear me out. But okay, but what I'm saying is, yeah, I agree with that statement 100%. But to me, it's the same. It doesn't matter to me.
Which
I don't
cigar you
like it.
smoke?
And like,
Oh, you're just saying the red wine. Okay, I
no,
gotcha.
no, no. Cigar, I like the wine. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. Like, I'll drink it in like the winter if I had to. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if like, oh, let's open a bottle of wine. Like, all
Right,
right,
right.
I guess. Summertime, nah, out, out, out.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
I
like
agree.
white at all.
Oh, well, I disagree with that,
At all.
but I
I
won't
hate it.
drink red wine in the summer really, unless I'm like, but like if I'm at a steakhouse or something specifically, like I will drink red wine. See, like the thing is like I won't drink red wine in my house in the summer because my house is like semi-warm. So like the wine is semi-warm. I want the wine to be like that perfect temperature. They serve it at restaurants. Let's but we're getting off track here. We're not a wine connoisseur
No,
podcast.
we're not. No, we're not. We're talking.
Where were we going with
Hold
this?
on. But we're parents, right? Who occasionally host. That's very. This is important.
Oh, yeah,
This is important
I very
stuff.
rarely
Now,
host, but
what if instead of those? Yeah, me too. I'm not. I used to like have people over all the time, but what am I gonna do now? Like, everyone be quiet. The baby's sleeping. Like, oh, sick. But maybe instead of those wall cabinets you put on the floor back there, you could have got like a wine fridge
a wine fridge. Here's my problem with
for
a
the
wine.
perfect temperature.
Here's my problem with a wine fridge. It would be empty 100% of the time. I don't have like bottles of wine that I'm like, here's some bottles. Like, I have I have one bottle of wine that's been sitting
So I
in my house
actually
since
have those.
I have one bottle of wine that's
Oh
been
wait,
sitting in my
I'm
house
sorry. You can go.
since our wedding, and I'm like, when do we drink it? Like, like when do I open it? Everything else I just kind of open. Like this one,
So
we're
I
waiting for
have
this like
three.
moment.
I have I have three wine like storage racks in my house. So they're always empty. Always. Like unless my mom like stocks me up for some reason, they're always empty. And actually now I have two new bottles of wine
Nice.
since Friday
Friday, we
that
were able
are
to.
still they're still in my car.
Oh, good. That's great. Friday, we were able to
I'm busy, man.
meet in person for the first time in about a year. We kind of like figured out, right? It was did we confirm that we haven't seen each other for a year at that point, pretty much?
Well, well, what? Tommy got married in May, right?
Yeah, it was May. I don't remember. I
So
don't
it was
remember seeing
about a
you after
year.
that, but
It
yeah.
had to
So
be.
the two dads got together for a little wine and dine wedding, um, which was fun. Um, it was It was my first time being away
Listen,
from Chenzo.
congrats. Well, yeah, that's tough. Well, can we say congratulations to Janine and Christian?
Yeah, sure. Congratulations, Janine and
Are we allowed?
Christian. If you listen, just shoot us a text saying we listen. If you don't listen, we're never going to speak to you again, and we'll go from there with that. Um, but
Yeah.
it was, yeah, the first time we left Vincent with somebody over, like not overnight, but like at night for like the nighttime routine, if you will. I don't know why it seemed like a weird thing, but like
So,
it
what
was.
is what was your how did you feel? I'll give you my perspective of how I saw you that night, you know, versus what you felt like. Were you confident? Were you nervous? Were you
I
antsy?
was,
What was up?
I was, I guess I was not really super confident, I guess. Um, like I didn't I didn't drink a lot. Like I was
Wow.
like chilling, like trying to make sure that when I got home, like I was like in very much in control of the situation. I thought. What was your perspective?
Um, I thought that you were nervous, but I didn't view it as a point of like, oh, I'm not going to drink that much because I got to be like on my toes for when I go home. I thought you were just nervous like when like the person who was watching him didn't like text you back. You were like, "What's going on? Nobody texted me back." I'm like, "Dude, relax. Like it's cool, man." And Marissa was more on the relaxed side, and I think that's more of her personality than yours.
Right. And I
Um,
think also it's like her
but
family, so like she feels very comfortable with them. Where like I, not that I'm not, like I trusted her. Like obviously I left my son with her, But like, yeah, no, it felt weird. I'm sort of,
Well, you didn't have much of a choice.
yeah, but but yeah. So I don't know. It was all good though. It ended up working out. We got back and we basically just went right to sleep. I woke up at like 6:30 in the morning and like the person who was watching him had the monitor in like their room and we were like sleeping in another room. Like I didn't want her to have to like wake up. Like I don't know. It's just me being weird probably. But like I woke up at 6:30, pretty hungover. Like not like feeling sick or anything, just like I was exhausted. But I woke up at 6:30 and like I was like laying there and I'm like trying to just stay awake so that when he would cry within that next 30 minutes, I'd be like the one to just jump up and go grab him before the ant because I didn't want to like inconvenience
Yeah.
anybody. But but we got a date night coming up again, which is good. We'll get more experience with leaving him at home. I don't know.
Well, that's a totally different scenario, though. That's like a totally different scenario.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to.
It's not. That's not comparable.
We're having you actually babysit our son for a night, which you and your wife, which will be really fun for you guys to have like that second kid
I'll
action.
be
I feel
honest.
like.
So that was my first reaction. Was like, wow, this is what it's gonna be like, or can possibly be like. Um,
This is actually a perfect
of
time. What
course,
what are your feelings like about watching two kids at once? Like, how do you feel about it?
I think it's fine. Honestly, the only hiccup I see is that I have a scheduled air duct cleaning that day at 3 o'clock. So,
Good. It's like right around the time I'm leaving too. So.
so it's like pretty fucked up, but
What does that even
and
mean
this has
for
been
you?
rescheduled like 4 times. This they canceled me. I rescheduled. I canceled them. Then they were gonna fit me in one day, and I'm like, can we just schedule it when like we're both okay?
Right.
And so this is when we picked 3 o'clock, May 21st.
Nice. Nice.
What does it mean? It just means they're gonna be like vacuuming like every air duct in the house. Like they're gonna
Oh, okay.
take the vents off, vacuum
Gotcha.
it, which is fine. It's just like it should take like 2 hours. They said,
True.
um, which is no big deal. Like we could be downstairs, or if it's nice, like outside, it's not an issue. It's just like really, that was the day that I had to schedule it. Was that day? But it's fine. Like Mikey probably won't even care.
Right.
He would only care if like I wasn't paying attention to him or Nicole and like wanted attention, but
Hmm.
he just pays no mind to like younger kids, which is weird. Um,
I don't feel like that's weird though. I feel like
uh,
he's like wants
it'll be
interaction,
interesting.
and like what is a baby giving him?
Well, yeah, but exactly. Like the baby gives him absolutely nothing but sit there.
Right.
So he always wants like older kids to play with him.
I feel like
But
that
we'll
makes
see.
sense.
I
Yeah.
mean, if Chenzo's gonna be in like the walker, like running around the basement, like maybe he'll play with him. I don't know. I mean, Mikey's the kind that I have, like, a couple weeks ago when we were at like Nicole's house, Nicole's like family's house. Jimmy's baby was there, and like Mikey didn't give a fuck. Like
Right.
he didn't even touch her. He didn't care. Whereas like my niece, like she loves babies, like wants to like feed them, hold them. So it's like it's good and bad. I'm happy Mikey's not that way because he is a little rough. You know what I?
Right. Right.
Not that he's rough. Like he doesn't do it on
No.
purpose.
Yeah. Like
But
that
like
makes sense
even
though.
to my cat, like he grabs my cat's fucking hair and her fur or her tail and like pulls her hair out and like he doesn't mean it's not like he's like I'm gonna
Right.
fuck this cat up. He's like I'm gonna go pet this cat like I want to pet it so bad. So I don't know. We'll
It's
see. I mean,
it's like that. You remember that scene? Do you ever seen Dumber and Dumber when he's like when he has the bird? He's like pretty bird.
yeah, yeah. What are you trying to say about my son right now?
Like, yes.
He has like the same hair too, like that blonde, like in his.
Oh my god, he fucking
Yeah.
does. That's mad
Pretty
funny.
bird.
Oh shit, that's fucking funny. Um,
I mean, I'm only nervous for um like nap. I mean, I'm sure you'll tell me the schedule. Like Nicole's really good with that stuff.
right,
Like,
right.
so I'm not like worried. It's just
And I feel like
it'll be interesting to
because
have
there's
like
two of you, like two at the same time, like it does make it like more doable, like because you could just be like, all right, we'll just switch off, like and shit. So I feel like if there was like you had two kids and I was adding another one into the mix, then it's like I don't even know.
yeah, no.
I just like I have no experience with more than one child at a time. So like I don't know how it's gonna be for you. Good luck.
Dude, I don't know how like the people who watch my son. So it's two women. They alternate like days. Like one's Tuesday, Thursday. The other is Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
There's like five kids there sometimes, and like, yeah, some of them are like, oh, excuse me for burping on the pod. Some are like a little older, so can like handle themselves. But sometimes there's like three or four kids all around the same age as Mikey or younger. And like,
Hmm.
how do you do that by yourself? Like, how do you do that?
I feel like we probably are just like more like anxious about like their every single need at every second, whereas like the babysitter's like, yeah, he'll be fine for 5 minutes while I take care of the other kid for 5 minutes. Like they just give less of a fuck.
Well, that's what happens, right? That's what they say happens about like your second kid. Like you
Right.
just really not that you don't care. It's not about not caring. It's about not having the time to do certain things that you do
Right.
now.
Right. Exactly.
Like it's not about not caring. It's about not physically being able to do it, which
Yeah.
is
Like
kind of scary. Like,
it is for sure, but like I don't know. Like I feel like it's good. I mean I definitely feel like we're way too on top of Vincent sometimes, and like even like Marissa like I think you guys do the same thing. That the little chat book things, chat books they sponsor
yeah,
us. They give us like hundred
yeah.
thousand dollars per episode, but um, they are this company
Wow, it's
that
that much. Nice.
yeah I forgot to tell you the deal we made. They are this company that makes like little books where you just it's basically like 30 pictures in this little tiny book and like you do one per month or one per however much amount of time.
I do recommend it, and it's not 30. It's like 10.
It's definitely more than 10 because Marissa said I have
Like,
13 more pictures to pick. That was I've never picked
well,
I've never
maybe
made
you
it, so I
guys
don't know.
chose. So maybe you chose the big package, like big fancy guys.
Regardless, my point was that yeah, like we're at 6 months now, and like oh yeah, today's Chenzo's 6 month birthday, 6 months 6 month day. I don't fucking know what you call
Oh, nice,
it.
nice man.
Yeah. But
A birthday is a birthday. It's
he
not it's not like it's not like an annual thing. It's
just
6 month birthday.
6 month birthday. Well, it's a 6 month birthday, and we we don't have enough pictures like for the month. like
Well, so that does happen, right? Like when Nicole was home or it was summer, like there's a million pictures. But once you're like both working and the baby is with someone else all day,
and
pictures
like
are
and like
slim pickings.
you sort of just stop taking pictures sometimes. You're like, all right, I've already seen him in the walker. I don't need to take another picture of him in the walker. Like you only can take so many
Wow,
pictures.
you're a bad guy, man. Take as many pictures as you can.
Well,
Well, that's that what's funny, right? Like so when we look back at old pictures as of us, it like not that it looks not weird, it's just like shitty quality, right? Because
right,
it's like old pictures. But the problem with our generation, like my phone camera while I'm looking through it is just millions of pictures of Michael.
right,
And if they don't go in that chat book, these pictures are just going to die. Like they're just gonna sit in here on my cloud and that's it. Like
right.
forever. Like it's kinda like sad because
You definitely need. I really
it's like
like the
yeah, we
physical
have
aspect. Yeah,
access to so much.
the physical aspect of it
That's
is
why
helpful.
Nicole started doing it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think Nicole is the one who told us to start doing it. But yeah, I like it a lot. I feel like it's a good way to like keep track of shit. Cause like otherwise, you're right. Like we have just like a shared folder of like 3,000 photos of him, and like what are we gonna give it to him one day and be like, here's 20,000 pictures of you? Like what the fuck is he gonna do with that?
Oh, by the time he's old enough to like have something that would like be able to you could share with him. You know how many pictures there would be? It would take you so long to like even share it. Like it would
Right.
be like impossible to share it at that point. It would be
I pay for so
like how
much
would you even
data,
go?
like so much gigabytes of like drive space from Google. It's ridiculous. Like,
Dude, so I pay for I have a Google storage, Google Photos. I have an Amazon storage that I also pay for, like, and then I pay for my Apple iCloud, but I don't have enough space on my Apple iCloud, so I just pay $3 extra a month for like nothing because it's not like it's just like maintaining nothing because I guess I should either upgrade or cancel, right?
huh.
That's probably
I
smart.
mean, yeah, probably. That's fucked. Um,
I just have too much. You know what happened to me one time with Google? Like Gmail, it's fucking bullshit because I get so much spam and like all this shit. Like one time I ran out of space and I wasn't getting emails because like there was no space.
oh, really? No, I'm the kind of person that has zero unread emails. So like, I don't. That doesn't
Oh,
happen to me.
same. I don't fuck with that. I
Okay.
no, but you have Gmail?
Yes. Yeah, but you'll open an email and not delete it?
I'd never delete my emails.
That's insane.
I save all of them.
What do you say? What do you save your emails from like Nike.com? Like
Well,
why?
that's what I'm asking you because like you have it broken out. Like do you have social and promotions as well as your primary?
Yeah, yeah.
You open the promotions and social?
No, like as soon as I do like click over onto them and then just like delete them every day though. And then like if when in promotions,
Yeah,
I'll like click on
I
each
should be doing
individual
that because
one and I'll unsubscribe from each one. Like I fucking hate them. I hate those emails. Drives me nuts. Why do I gotta?
dude, I have so much.
It's
I have
crazy.
so much. What do
Um.
I even do?
All right. So
Right.
we did our first airplane flight this weekend with the baby, um, which was
I was
pretty.
so nervous for you. I was literally petrified.
Dude, honestly, like I think I texted you when we landed. You asked me how it went, and I was like, it couldn't have went more perfect on the way there. Like, we drove in the car. He did not cry the whole ride there. Didn't sleep. He just was awake. We got to the airport. He was fine. We went through security. As soon as we got through security, Marissa fed him. Burped. I burped him. He threw up all over me. No big deal. I could handle that.
Nice.
We get on the airport first, because we have a baby, so we were allowed to just get on, which was
Well, you,
dope.
well, you said airport, which is wrong. You got on the airplane.
Got on the airplane first, which was awesome. So they let us on first. They take your stroller and shit at the gate. So it was pretty cool because like you're able to bring the stroller, the car seat, and bring it right up to the gate. You check it at the gate, and then like when you get off the plane, your stroller and your car seat are like right there waiting for you, which was cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
He slept the whole flight. Um, we like brought like breast milk with us and stuff. This is actually a pretty funny story. We brought breast milk and stuff with us. Then on the way back, like Marissa had pumped and stuff, so we had to bring more breast milk back. It wasn't a problem on the way to New York, but on the way back, they stop us and they're like, "Yeah, this breast milk isn't frozen." I'm like, "Yeah, that's breast milk. It's not frozen. Like it's like I didn't know I get her point. You know what I mean?" And she goes, "Well, we're, we're gonna have to do a full pat down on someone." I'm like, "What do you mean on someone?" Like she's like on
Yeah.
either.
Who?
She goes
Who?
she goes on either one of you. I was like, I don't even understand that. Like, what's the system here? You're just going 50-50. Which one of us has the bomb? Like, what does that even mean? So I was just like, all right, just obviously do it to me. Like, I'm not gonna make my wife get a fucking cavity search. Like, what the fuck? So this guy, and it was
You
so
were
fucking
signing up
weird.
for cavity searches, weren't you?
What? I got excited. I thought I was gonna get a cavity search. I didn't.
You were like, oh yeah.
This guy comes up to me and he's like getting trained on searching people. Like the woman is like in charge and she's like, "Come here, you're gonna do this one. You gotta learn." And like she brings this younger kid over, and he's like explaining to me the thing, and he's like, "I'm gonna touch all of your areas, even your sensitive areas." And I'm like, "Can we get this over with, man? Like, just stop explaining yourself and fucking
He
do it."
really said that.
I
He
swear to
really
God,
said that
he
to
was
you.
like, he was like, "I'm gonna use the back of my hand to pat down all of your areas including your sensitive areas. That's what he said to me. I was like, what the
So
fuck?
how sensitive? How sensitive are we talking?
Okay, so like he came down my back and like they go under your butt and then like they come up and like lift your butt cheeks up and stuff. Then they come in between your leg and they're in there. Like they touched my taint, both sides, and then like they come down the front, like back of your hand. But he touched my piscadillo. Like he could have told somebody exactly how big or little my piscadillo was right then and there.
Uh-huh.
They get in there. There's no joke. But yeah, that
So I've never been patted down like that. I have had my bag pulled aside 3 or 4 times, and I have been pulled aside myself for like quick like not interrogating, but like just like asking me like weird questions. I've never been like full blown like guy like trying to feel my like flat ass cheeks before, but uh I have been pulled aside a lot, and I have had my bag pulled aside a
oh
lot,
really?
which is like what do I look like? I'm just like some regular fat idiot. Like leave me alone.
Dude,
like,
that's what I don't get.
like
Like the
leave me
rules
alone.
make no sense. Like why are you patting me down? Like why is it a choice? Like if the pat down is necessary, everybody should be patted down. Like why is it just a few
That's
you're just
like
gambling?
when we went to Florida a couple months ago, like for a bachelor party. Jimmy accidentally brought like tools from work with him, and they let it go. He didn't check it right. It was on his carry on. New York, he just no problem. Florida, they're like big scene. What is this? Why do you have this? He's like, what do you mean? It's my tools for work. Like I came straight from work. They're in my bag. Like, like it's not. I got here with them, and Florida calls like a they calls like a big scene.
Really?
Like I don't get it. Like either it should be what it is or not. But like New York was cool, but Florida is not cool. Like what?
I feel like you just get a person who's like has this own set of rules in their head. Like nobody like knows what's going on. Like
I'm
there's
gonna
just no way.
save. I'm gonna miss the airport today.
Yeah, they're like stopping the next
like
9/11 by fucking drinking my Fife's breast milk. But like I don't know, it's fucking crazy. But but yeah, my bad dad moment happened on the way back from the airport. So my son has been having some issues with pooping, um, more so not pooping, where he'll go like a few days now without pooping, which like I guess is like
I've
normal,
with
right?
this a lot. So if Michael has had a lot of issues with his stomach, as you know. I mean, I can tell you what we've done
Yeah, I
if
mean,
that helps you.
no, I mean, it's fine. Like when he poops, it's normal poop. It's not like it's like hard or like something's wrong. It's not like he's like straining, but like usually he poops every other day. Like that's his schedule now, just one every other day. But when we traveled, and also specifically he poops in his like little standing walker. You know what I mean? It's like a good position for him to shit himself, I guess. But that's usually where he shits. So he didn't shit the day we left. He didn't shit the next day, and then it was like 3 days he hadn't shit. So we were like, "Oh fuck! Like he's gonna shit on the airplane. I know it." But he didn't. He shit on the car ride home when he was finally like comfortable in his little car seat, like he was all pooping away. And Marissa's like, "I think he's pooping," and like he was pooping for a minute. And like she was in the back of the car with him, trying to like make sure he stayed awake because it was super late, and we wanted to like keep him awake before like we got home. Anyways, I was like, should I stop? And she's like, no, I don't know. Like, we only got 20 minutes left. So we didn't stop. We let him sit in his shit for 20 minutes. And,
That's pretty
bro,
bad. Imagine someone did that to you.
he didn't seem upset, but there was so much shit, dude. Like,
Matter.
such an insane amount of shit. It, like, leaked through his pants and clothes, like, in through the car seat, like,
Yeah.
everywhere. We had to pull the whole car seat apart, wash everything. It was insane. It was, like, the worst situation. And it all would have been solved if I just pulled over quick and changed him. But hey, you live and you learn.
Well, I hope that when he's with me, when I'm watching him, that it's one of those like he's not pooping days. That would be nice.
Dude,
Um,
it was funny because like every second that we were at his aunt's, her my wife's aunt's house, she was like, "Come on, buddy, you gotta poop, you gotta poop," and I'm like, I don't think he's gonna just do it for you if you like. Like, she was like putting him on his belly and being like, "This is a good position for you." I'm like, "I've never even put him in that position. I don't think he's gonna poop like that." Like,
Yeah, see, the difference is like Mikey's had like trouble pooping. Like
right,
he'd either have like little fucking rocks or like straining, So that's a little different. If he's good, then it don't matter.
right. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, he's never really had an issue with it, and it's never come out like a different consistency. It just seems like he likes to wait a couple days sometimes. But
Well,
we have our
I don't know.
doctor's appointment this week, so I'll follow up on the pod about that next week.
I would bring it up definitely. I mean, I do know that like my pediatrician asked like if he goes to the bathroom every day. Every time we're there, she's like, "Does he poop every day?" We're like, "Yeah, I guess." Even though like there are times where like yesterday he didn't poop all day,
Yeah, like
which I
today,
was
no poop.
begging him to poop before bed. I was begging, "Please, dude, just poop before bed, please, please,
Why
please."
does he poop
And
at
he
night?
wouldn't. But that's what I didn't want to happen, and I didn't want him to be uncomfortable because he was farting like crazy.
Hmm,
And I'm like, oh, he's gonna be uncomfortable. He's not gonna sleep. This fucking kid slept till 7 a.m. today. I was like, it was the best. Until
nice.
then, here's where my bad dad moment comes into play. So today was my day of the weekend to wake up with Michael, um, which was cool because we had the wedding Friday, and honestly, like I didn't even drink. Obviously, I drove. Um, Going to sleep 1 in the morning, like fucked my body up like bad. Like Saturday, I felt hungover, and I didn't even drink. I had like
Right.
3 beers, 4 beers. Like just going to sleep that late, like just ruined me. Ruined me. I'm just not used to it.
You went to sleep at 1 a.m.?
Um, well, I mean, I got home at 12:15, and what do you think? I could just fall asleep
Wait,
after
what
fucking.
time did you drop us off? Wasn't it like
I could
11?
figure it out. No, we left the last hold on. Hold
I'm
on. I'll
pretty
tell you right
sure.
now.
No,
I'll look
I'm
at my
pretty
text.
sure we were in the house at 11:07, but I guess I might be wrong, huh? Because I guess you're right. We
No,
did.
you're wrong.
I am wrong.
No, I texted Nicole at 11:27 and said 20 minutes.
So that must have been when you dropped us
11:20
off.
11:29. So
Okay,
11:30. Um
is when you dropped us
so
off.
okay, I got home at 12.
Okay,
Yeah. So I got home at 12. Couldn't just fall right asleep. So by the time I fell asleep it was like 1 o'clock.
gotcha.
Dude, I literally had no booze in me. It's not like I just nodded off. I just listened to loud ass music for fucking hours and hours. I couldn't just fall asleep. And then had to drive home in the fucking pitch black and pouring rain. Like I couldn't just be like, yeah, I'm good to sleep now. Like no, I was fucking up.
Right, right.
So anyway, back to it this morning. So okay, Nicole says that she looked at the monitor like at like 6:30, 6:15, and he was awake, but not crying, just like sitting in his crib chilling. I didn't hear him till 7:07. I got up. I go grab his sippy cup with milk, oat milk. I feed Luna. I hear him start to cry. I'm like, fuck, I gotta hurry up. And I'm trying to feed the cat. I'm trying to fucking get his milk. And I know him, dude. I deal with him every morning. He wants to eat right away. Like, eyes open. I want my fucking waffle. I want it now, and I need it now. So I'm like putting the waffle in the toaster, like trying to fucking get ready, and I just hear him screaming. I'm like, all right, like he'll be fine. As soon as I walk in with the milk, he'll be fine. But he doesn't even want the milk anymore. He just wants to fucking eat his breakfast.
Oh, really?
So he starts fucking screaming like loud. And I'm like, I'm trying to change his. He peed through his diaper because this kid drinks a lot. Like to help with his like constipation, we give him 4 ounces of juice, but with water, like spread throughout the day. Like 2 ounces in the morning with 3 ounces water, two
Oh, okay.
ounces at night with 3 ounces water. So he drinks a lot of fluid, and so he pees a lot. So he peed through his pajamas, which is fine. So I'm trying to change him, and he's fucking screaming. Like he just wants out. And I'm like, dude, and he, like I told you, I don't change him laying down anymore. He won't do it. He will not lay down. He stands up. That's it. So he's screaming so loud. I'm like, oh my god, this fucking waffle's like still toasting. Like, this is fucked up. So I'm trying to. When Michael does this thing when he's mad, like he's a toddler, so he throws a fucking fit, like legit, like screams and like if I go to put him, he won't like he turns into the Hulk, like he turns green. He won't. He there's no reasoning. I'm trying to put him in his high chair where he's going to eat breakfast. He won't do it. He's like arching his back, fucking kicking. He's like, if you were to put something in front of him, like I've given him like a banana, like cut up banana, he will grab it, squish it, and throw it. Like he gets so mad, like so mad that he can't even like think of anything else other than destruction. Like I will fuck everything up because I'm so mad. I don't even care if it's what I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna fucking destroy it. That's how he feels. So it's like, and and so that's how I started my day. And Nicole gets out of bed and she's trying to help me because like he's going nuts. So eventually he calms down, like tears down his face, and he's just eating his waffle, chilling. Um, so then like I don't know. His mouth has been fucked up, but once you start your day like that, I guess what it was like he up for 40 minutes already, like just sitting in his crib. So his hunger just like built up, and he's always hungry anyway. So he was like ready to go, and I just wasn't, apparently. So
So like he wakes up
so
in the
like
morning and you don't go in there until he like yells for you.
well, I wasn't up. I didn't hear him. But
Oh,
Nicole like went to the bathroom at 6 in the morning and noticed he was still up, but just chilling, like literally in his crib, just like chilling in my crib. So I was sleeping. Um, I didn't. So how would I know to get up? I didn't
right,
hear him.
right.
Um, so you know, late a couple hours later, we're playing, and I'm losing my patience a little. So I guess my bad dad moment was just like not being patient. Like he's a toddler. Like he's gonna fuck shit up. Like that's just what he's gonna do. He's a boy. Like, and Nicole was like, "All right, let's go outside before Daddy like loses his shit." And I'm like, I try. Not, I don't think that I show it to him. I guess, but apparently I do because otherwise Nicole wouldn't have noticed.
Right, right.
So I guess I got to be better at that.
I mean,
But
like,
sometimes it's hard.
it is hard. Like, and that's why it's like, and that's why I mean, being a single parent is insane. I'd literally rather be
No
married
idea.
and miserable than a single parent. No offense to any single
Yeah,
parent.
but hold on.
Okay,
What
like,
if the person you're
there's
married to
there's
is
no
like,
there's
no,
no
no,
what ifs. Just in this
I'm not.
magical scenario of mine, like,
No, but what I'm saying is like the person that you could potentially be married to, like, what if they're just like they just don't help you because they're a piece of shit?
okay, okay. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you are parenting alone, whether you're married or not, that's insanity. I said to Marissa today, because like I was holding him for a while, and like I was trying to just do a lot more today, just because like it is Mother's Day, so like nah, I wasn't like, I was just trying to like let her relax a little bit. So like I was holding him, and like it was like around dinner time, and like he was miserable today for whatever fucking reason, probably just because he was out of like his schedule or whatever. But um, she finally took him from me, and I was like, man. And like, I don't remember if you're a Harry Potter fan or not. I was like, holding the kid is like literally just holding on to the fucking Horcrux. Like you gotta like give it up sometimes and like let someone else like bear the weight of the child. Like, because like it does like when they're like miserable, it's like hard to just sit there and take it for 40 minutes where they're just like that you can't do anything to make them happy.
Yeah. Now picture that, but your son can run around and destroy things.
Um, yeah,
That's what
no.
my son
We're
does.
we are so close to movement now, and I'm like dreading it. Like Marissa would like call down from like on the monitor today, and she goes, "Bay, look at this," and like I like got on the little monitor and like moved the camera over, and like on the rug, he was able to like get up on his knees and like move a little bit, and I was like, that's not good. Like that's not a good sign.
No. So people always joke like, once they start moving, you're fucked. Like it's true, you're fucked. Yeah, like you are fucked.
Oh shit.
Fucked.
Yeah, because at least now sometimes I'll just like
Fucked.
put him on the mat, like I'll put him in the middle of the mat in the room that we have from here, and like I'll like run upstairs and brush my teeth for 2 full minutes, and like come back down. Can't do that. Like once, and like we have like
One
the
day,
liquor
one
cabinet
day you're
in
gonna
the
do
room
that,
where he
and then
plays. Like not safe.
yeah, no, that ain't happening, dude. You don't even.
What happened?
I like. No, I'm saying I. Sorry, I texted my sister because my sister brought Krispy Kreme donuts to Mother's Day today. So fucking good.
Nice. I don't fuck with Krispy Kreme donuts, but
And so
some people do.
why,
They're just not good.
why?
Just like a very bad donut. You could eat like
Not
6 of
true.
them.
I
I
had
want
two
like
of them before we started.
I just like a donut that's like filled with something. That's more of my type of donut. Like a jelly donuts.
What do
That's
you
really where
mean?
I'm at.
I had a Boston cream donut and a glazed donut.
From Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, dude.
Never knew you
You
could do
think they
that.
make one kind of fucking donut?
They make.
We're Krispy Kreme. We make one fucking donut.
If I'm being honest, yeah, that's what I thought. I've had Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme is the donut here. Like that's the donut in North Carolina. There's no Dunkin'. It's just Krispy Kreme, and people only get the glazed donuts. The like the glazed regular donut.
Yeah. Well, those are good, but I had a Boston cream and a glaze. But the thing is, like, okay, it's different for you, I guess. Like, that's like me saying, like, I don't care for Dunkin' Donuts because I really don't. They're just regular donuts. To me, Krispy Kreme, like, my sister was in Manhattan till 6 in the morning because she's a psychopath, and she brought them back from Times Square. Like, I see to get them. They
Oh,
don't
like
have
this.
them
Oh, really?
around
Okay.
here.
Yeah, I guess people always used to bring them to
Like, that's
work.
the only one.
Gotcha.
So it's like all American for the
Right,
Long
right,
Island
right.
people. You know,
That makes sense.
you know. So you can only get in one spot.
Um, yeah, no, I do feel that. Like, I haven't had All American in a minute. I wouldn't be mad about having that when we were at your house, but also I just want Umbertos. We
Yo,
had what All American? Should we do that? If we do
yo,
that, I'm just gonna feel
yeah.
like garbage
Come
now.
on.
All right, we'll do it. Um,
Yo, what time are you leaving Saturday for the wedding?
I'm not gonna eat that on the day of a wedding, so that's out for me.
I'm saying we can have Umbertos for lunch.
Oh,
You
that's
know
not a
what?
bad idea.
You're the guest. You get to pick. You get to pick what
Dude,
you
here's the
get. Yeah,
thing. We
it's
we
okay.
had
You get to.
pizza at her aunt's house, but it wasn't like pizza it wasn't New York pizza. It was like Anthony's coal-fired grill type pizza. So like it was good.
Yeah,
Like
you
don't get me
told me
wrong.
it was like that coal fire pizza.
Yeah, but it wasn't
It's
like
different though. It's
yeah,
it's not like regular pizza.
right. I just want a grandma slice. But yeah, no, I'm down to get all American, even
You
if we get it on
know,
like
we
Sunday or
always get
something.
that Umbertos though.
I'd be down to
We
get
always get
I'd be down
Umbertos.
to get
So.
all American Sunday at like for lunch that day. That would be ideal. Um, but let's move on to our dad review of the week. We're gonna actually skip
Oh yeah.
reviewing the dads this week. We're just going to do a quick little Mother's Day rendition, and we're going to do a mother review. And we're going to review, actually,
Ooh.
we're going to review our own wives. So this is a little fucking stupid now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh.
This is the clip that's probably going to get me
This
divorced.
was Here, let me before we start, I will say that Vinny texted me earlier and said, "Hey, instead of the dad review, what if we review our own wives?"
That's not what I said.
And I
That's
didn't
not what I said.
answer
You're
because
inaccurately saying what I said.
hold on. I'll read it. I'll read it.
Okay, read it.
I'll literally read
I
it.
want you to fucking read it.
Let, let's skip dad review and review our wives.
Right, because your
And I
wife had
didn't
just
answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Because my wife told me like an hour before he texted me this. I told Vinny you guys should do us. And I'm like, you know what? This motherfucker's trying to take my wife's idea right now. He's out here scheming like he came up with the idea. Meanwhile, my wife, who I am gonna score very high, gave him the idea. And first of all, why didn't she give me the idea? Why did she go right to you? I don't understand that one.
Well, I mean, like that's. I mean, obviously, I did you think that like I didn't? I thought she told you first.
She
So
did,
so I was
but I
just like,
caught you in
let's.
your web of
Yeah, you're
lies.
right. No, I'm a liar. I'm a thief, and that's really it. Um, but yeah, no. I guess I'll
You
start.
want to know? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you
Why?
why you're a liar.
Why?
You told me I had McDonald's on Friday, and you lied. I didn't.
Well, there ended up being McDonald's. I think we just left the wedding maybe like 3 minutes prior to that McDonald's showing up.
I don't get it. We left like after the last song. Where was the McDonald's? The DJ's like, "This is the last song," and we're like, "All right, let's start packing our shit." Like, I'm tired. I didn't drink. I gotta drive an hour home. Like, can we do this? And there was no McDonald's. When did it come out?
I don't know. There was that candy truck
So
that was
you're a
right across the
liar.
street from your the car.
Yeah,
I
I wasn't
know.
into that.
I wasn't into it either, but like looking back, like it would have been nice to have a couple Sour Patch Kids the next day. But hey, what are you gonna do?
But I didn't have any cash, which is why I didn't tip the valet, and I feel bad.
Do you?
Oh, before we continue, I felt so when I got to my house, I couldn't find my car key, and I thought that the valet kept it because I didn't tip him. I
Oh
was
God,
panicking, panicking.
I have panic. Yeah, no, that would be a horrifying interaction. I mean, like
I was like, oh my god,
to not tip the valet guy in the pouring rain. Biggest scumbag move of all
wow,
time.
dude. First of all, I asked you for cash. You also didn't have any
Yeah,
because you were like
yeah,
big money bags
because I
tipping.
tipped the
You
bartender.
tipped the same bartender $40. The same one. She remembered you. You tipped the same girl twice.
Yeah, and every time I went up
$20.
to her, she knew
Fucking
exactly what
idiot.
I needed. And every time I went up there, I didn't have to wait.
Oh, uh, she knew exactly about your fucking Bud Light. Wow, big fucking spender, bro.
Okay, first off, hear me out. No matter what, I'm tipping at least $25 over the course of the night, right? $2, $3 here. It's coming out. It's coming high. Might as well do it all up front. This way, they think you're a big spender. Get your money's worth.
I got nothing in here.
Nobody
Nothing.
remembers you if you tip $2 10 times. You tip $20 one time, they remember you. That's a rule. That's a rule
All
for
right,
me.
that's pretty good advice. That's pretty good advice. But I don't have money, man. I just took fucking over $300 out to pay the babysitter, the daycare person. Like I don't have money to tip the valet kid.
I
I'm
feel you,
sorry,
man.
man.
Marissa tried to charge the debit card today at the supermarket. No money.
Who uses debit cards for groceries? That's what my wife does. Do these people not have credit cards?
Bro,
Do you not do that?
I don't like when my wife uses the credit card because I am the one that has to know when all the bills are coming out, and when she uses a credit card, then I don't know when she's gonna randomly just transfer $200 to a credit card, and then we're in the red. Like I keep everything crisp and clean. But all right, let's get to the wives
I
here.
agree. So do
So
I.
so
All right, you're gonna go
I
first,
guess I'll go
or
first. So my wife is so there's good and bad, right?
if I was you, I'd keep it short and sweet. Short and sweet.
Overall, it's been a great experience. I
And
no,
honest. And honest.
I literally couldn't do it without my wife in terms of like the how relaxed she is when we do things. Like she'll just be like, yeah, just give him a whole piece of this, or like, just like he'll be fine, just do this. Like I'm never like that. I'm always thinking like, did he get enough sleep, or like, is his foot supposed to look like that, or she'll like she changed them one time, and it's just like too many. There's just so many things that like I'm like I wouldn't do it that way. Like you're just much more like you don't give a fuck. Not that I'm saying this bad. See, you're right. I should get this short and sweet. I'm gonna give it.
I told you, dude.
There's nothing good I can say, but really, it just comes down to the relaxed ability to take care of another human being and not be like on your toes at all times. She's just like good at it. So I feel very confident in my wife. So
You want to know what you said? You
what?
want to know what you said?
What I say?
That your wife doesn't give a shit. That's what you said.
She doesn't. She doesn't give two shits. Um, I guess I'll go ahead and
Wow,
Do
man.
you want to give our scores later? After we'll give our scores later. Maybe at the same time.
No, no, no. Give your score now.
All right. Like, is she as good as mom as like Phil Dunphy's as good at that? I'm just gonna go flat 10. 10 out of 10.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
great
I was
mom.
thinking the same, man. I was
Good.
thinking I will give Bay a 10. I will
Thanks,
give her
man.
a 10
Thanks.
for not giving a shit, apparently.
All right, let's
I
hear about
will
Nicole.
second you, and I wouldn't be able to do it without Nicole, and I wouldn't want to do it with anyone but Nicole. Because clearly Bay doesn't give a shit, so why would
It
I want
seems
to do
like
it
you
with
had
her?
your speech a little planned
Um,
out, maybe.
I did not. I told you, and I told the listeners, this is raw. This is right. This I come with up with this now. Um, you know, without Nicole, we would starve over here. We would starve. Um, whatever's in the freezer, that would be what we got. Not that I can't cook. I just, you know,
Prefer
I
not to.
told you, as a person, I have become lazy. So, uh, what can I say? Nicole's the best, man. Um, like I remember back when, like when times were hard with Michael, because times were hard. Times were hard. I would have to tap out free more frequently than Nicole. Um, but yeah, man, Nicole's the fucking best, and I'm gonna give her a 10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10? All right. Wow.
10
What a
out of 10.
coincidence that we both gave 10 out of 10s. Um, it's something.
Yeah.
Um, I'm happy
Well, I
for
do
I'm
know
happy
that
for us that we have 10 out of 10 wives.
both of us would be completely fucked without our wives. So,
Well, but the only scenario where we wouldn't be is if we moved in together and forgo the wives totally.
and just for just,
We're
would
just
we
two
be
dads and a sippy
would
cup.
we be gay together, or would
No,
it
no,
just
no.
be
We would just be two dads, one cup. I mean, two dads, one sippy cup. I mean.
oh, like two girls, one cup?
No, well, no, not two girls, two dads. Similar, but same, but different.
Oh, right.
But
Okay. All right.
that's your
Well,
Mother's
well there.
Day show. Um, so I hope you all enjoyed it.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. My mom, Vinny's mom, my wife,
Big
his
happy
wife,
Mother's Day all
uh,
around.
all the mothers in our lives and not in our lives,
Mother
and to you,
Teresa,
Julia, our favorite
our
fan,
favorite
Julia.
mother, maybe.
You rock. Happy Mother's Day.
All right,
Possibly. Julia, she's a 10 also, just so everyone
Big Ten.
knows.
Yeah, huge 10. All right, till next time.